Spiritual growth should never be too serious to where you can't joke. I feel like it's part of that subconscious upbringing of like when we would get whipped or when, you know, like something or some authority figure was trying to discipline and then also be like, oh no, you can't, like, you gotta stay sad. Like, you can't laugh about this. Like, I remember, like, sometimes, like, say, for instance, at school, we'd be about to get paddled sometimes. But we would still like find humor in that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit, I'm about to get paddled, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I could either deal with this being super serious and stiff and mad, and and again, I'm one of those people like, look at the results, you know, does being super serious actually, is that what gets the results? You know what I'm saying? Like being stiff on that level, you know? And on the flip side, it's just joking, like it's accountability, you know. We're accountable to know like, hey, this is the emotional trigger I got. But just because I'm aware of this situation I'm dealing with doesn't mean now, all right, because I'm dealing with this emotional trigger, I can't laugh. Because kind of like the mind frame, you ain't got no room to laugh if you're still dealing with that, or it's like that kind of subconscious programming, and it's very subtle, very, 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 very like pin drop subtle, to the point where it seemed like like it's not non-existent, but nah, it's like we may feel like it ain't cool to laugh when we going through stuff because of that little mind frame of like, oh, you ain't got no room to laugh, like, or again, there's a difference between laughing and being lighthearted, and then bullshitting when you know you should be doing something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, now if I'm and I ain't meditated today, or journaled, or did the things that I know is necessary to help me be aware of, to be more aware of myself. You know what I'm saying? Again, emotionally intelligent, aware of my triggers and all these different things. As long as I'm on that, you know what I'm saying? I laugh and joke how I want, you know. And I'm sharing this because of, again, I know that others may deal with some of the same things, you know what I'm saying? Again, I know how it works. It's like I'm sharing just so, it may reach somebody that needs to hear it. Because again, and it seems paradoxical because again, like you'll hear, that vibe of us, like, oh yeah, you gotta take this shit, like, you gotta be, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put in that work, do that inner work, da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, again, and that's where understanding too the parody of this realm in essence, how, and the parody of tapping into the occult and esoteric realm. Like anybody who talks on that information is gonna say one thing in one perspective and then possibly say, like, again, in one moment it's like, oh, learn how to love and da 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 da. And then the next moment could be bad, set the fuck out of some healthy boundaries. Da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck? It's like, but no, it's all the same. You know what I'm saying? It's all a part of the same growth. It's just different parts of the growth and different moments for different, beings, you know. Again, because it does like activate. I see how everybody is activating in waves, It's like you might have one part of the year where a bunch of people, bam, like you could just sense like, damn, all right, more people kind of like asking questions around me and stuff like that, like, and then they'll kind of get like a plateau vibe, and then bam, then you just kind of sense another little strong, awareness in others and stuff like that. But again, enjoy yourself on your growth. You could either mope in your shit, or you could find ways to be lighthearted, you know. And either way it goes, know you're taken care of and know you already won. Like the only thing that makes it seem like that is thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Because even with like trying to catch an emotional trigger and stop a loop. You know, it's just like, again, like observing and becoming aware to, not get frustrated with yourself for constantly going through it, you know what I'm saying? And understanding that, again, like there's always room for things to change. Like that's where you got to be aware of not getting programmed with that getting programmed with that astrological aspect of like, oh, once the moon eclipses in this month, bam, everything is set in stone and you will never be able to change shit from this moment on. Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Now again, uh new moons and full moon cycles does have a effectiveness. It does have an energy to it, but it's not like as if you don't have room to change or grow, you know what I'm saying? Cause that's what it is, constantly is, you know what I'm saying? Is the fact that, the only thing that remains the same is that things are constantly changing, you know? And again, like, uh, the real work is, or should I say, and I don't like using that word in that sense of it because it kind of makes like, oh, the real work, like, all right, this is that one absolute thing. Like, like when it's kind of like one of those absolute phrases, like, the work is, you know, it's not an absolute, you know, but one of the important aspects to it is responding instead of reacting. You know what I'm saying? Is being aware of self. And again, all the meditation do is like meditation, healthy eating. That just allows for you to be detox and clear enough to be more observant, but that's not gonna help the situation. Again, like because basically dealing with subconscious basically emotional triggers are like emotional PTSD in essence. It's like we had an experience whether in this life or in the past, in this lifetime or in a past lifetime, that whenever the circumstances in our environment resembles that moment, we triggered into going back into that mode. Like, and literally you'd be triggered into the 5-year-old you. You could be triggered into the 10-year-old you. You could be triggered into the 13-year-old you, the 20-year-old, depending on how old you, but you get the picture, you know what I'm saying? Or you could be triggered into a past life, when you was a certain being that felt that they had to wipe everybody's memories because this and that. I don't know where that came from. But you know what I'm saying? What was it? uh Again, like being aware of the triggers and being able to respond instead of react, you know, because again, with the that's what I was running about, like, you know, like say for instance, just doing certain spiritual things is not the remedy for your triggers, so to speak. Like if I'm being triggered, I'm wondering like, why am I keep looping in this situation? And then I go try to read a Carl Jung book. I go try to do something, like trying to take an action that makes things look different, but it's like, is this helping me become emotionally intelligent of myself, and look at my inner book and see, and read myself and see like, all right, what is it, what I'm saying, that I'm not, what page am I missing? What chapter inside of me did am I not seeing? You know what I'm saying? Like what chapter inside of me am I missing? And you're not missing one. It's more so like you just haven't put your awareness on it, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like again, that's what blockages in essence mean. It's there. It's just a certain traumatic experience that's not allowing for that, that information or insight to really flow through. You know, and again, uh, that trauma aspect is also, it'll trigger like again like a survival mode type of aspect, and the main thing we're looking to do right now is to face our fears and not be in a survival mode, like fearful, but again, it comes through the way we respond instead of react, whether you got a journal or take you a lot of ginkgo biloba and some black seed oil, help that brain, help the memory for sure, the ginkgo biloba, you know. So you can remember, like, all right, whenever I did this, that's when I was triggered and that's when I saw that loop start again. When I saw so and so, and again, and always remembering that it is not them. And if you and the more you would try to blame somebody else, is the more you getting lost in the sauce. You know, I don't care how much it seems like they're purposely doing something and all of this. It's like you got to be aware of yourself and how you need to respond to it. Don't take it personal, again, don't take it personal of what they're dealing with or what it seems like they're doing to you. Don't take it personal and don't make assumptions of the situation. It's like, all right, I observe I'm dealing with this, you know what I'm saying? And again, a person could just be a trigger for a certain situation. Like I think about watching myself upon my growth. It was a lot of people who was came across me and was slowing down on smoking while I was still smoking, you know? And I and again show you how full circle, like, and I might have came around smoking when they just said they quit, you know what I'm saying? Like they just said they quit and I'm smoking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, KarlHaynes must be trying, Universal must be trying to throw me off my game. And it's like, nah, like you projected. I'm just smoking my canna. Again, like a person is just being themselves. Don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just smoking. Like like whatever I would normally do, you know. Again, and that's what I realized for myself again, to just constantly bring it back to self. That's where that the DMT or the psychedelic experience of, like, the oneness perspective of, like, just always bringing it back to self, and again, like, not blaming nobody else. Again, it's like it's not nothing outside of you, because again, the feeling, where the feeling starts at, like, if I feel angry or I feel whatever, that shit come from inside of me. So it's me that's where that energy is coming from. But it's the lack of awareness of what, again, the reason why a lot of people go through this is a lack of awareness of what the subconscious is. Lack of awareness of the importance of being emotionally intelligent, the lack of awareness of how to integrate ourselves and integrate our shadow aspect, you know what I'm saying? Because again, man, and I'm seeing how this is like a work, like, like looking at people who, like, oh yeah, I've been doing this for 20 years and all that. Like, I'm like, yeah, I see, because it's funny, that instant gratification aspect of self would feel like, oh yeah, after just a quick amount of years, it's done, you got it. It's like you sit your ass down, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a constant, you know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful because I realized how much I done journaled and damn near wrote books and then gave myself even more awareness and insight, into certain situations, well, again, it's like gratitude for those moments of, those tough moments or moments of being challenged, so to speak, or, whatever the case may be, because that's what really, like, and it's happening for that reason. Pressure makes a diamond, you know what I'm saying? Like, either the pressure gonna make you like, all right, shit, I gotta understand myself, or the pressure just make you say, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? I tend not, stay in there, you know what I'm saying? Stay in there. But, that's what it is. Just want to share that and then bringing it back full circle. You know, what is the solution of this video? What solutions does this video bring? Well, it is giving perspective, again, like I said earlier, to always be able to clown, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, and that's just a me thing, I feel like this realm should never be taken too serious, in the sense of like, like, yes, we want to be accountable and like, like, hey, when it comes to building this, like, like, of course, an architect is not gonna, put a whoopee cushion instead of a brick. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like that kind of silliness. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just always again being able to joke, being able to clown and laugh with yourself, and again, be aware to not feel like, oh, I shouldn't be laughing or clowning because I still have some work to do. Like again, like transmuting that subconscious perspective, on our spiritual growth. Because again, the hey, be childlike and heal the inner child. Be serious, because what is the definition of an adult? Adults ain't nothing but children with pubic hair. Real man. And been in this realm long enough to say, hey, I experienced this and I could share a little bit of insight that, you might not have because you're new to this place, you know? You ain't gotta be, hey, you gotta listen to me because, like, no. But now's the vibrate, not too far in the future, not too far in the past. Right now and again, right now more than everything, more than anything. I just, right now, what is very important again is understanding the concept of integrating our shadow, understanding the aspect of being emotionally intelligent, and to be aware that, again, like not getting caught up in that, oh, that's negative, I can't deal with that, or look at that, like, well, you won't be able to heal yourself, because that's a lot of negativity over there. And if you act like it don't exist, it can only grow and get bigger, you know what I'm saying? In that sense of not, like, again, what we focus on grows. And at the same time, there are certain aspects of the shadow that needs, like, all right, there's a difference between, so what we focus on grows, but then also whatever we're not willing to accept about ourselves grow as well. Oh, that's the infinite. I'm gonna have to find me a little mm, like I don't, man, hold up or something, something. But it is that aspect. You see, I done lost that track of. We're gonna come back to that. You're not accepting something for so long, within you that you forget is you, to the point that you treat it like it's separate than you, to the point that you fear it, you know. And then here it is again where you're fearing a part of you, but you forgot that this is a part of you. You just wasn't willing to accept it for so long, Because I think about some of us who may have dealt with that, those lifetimes of being super religious, and like, because I had to transmute some monk energy and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, where again, like treating the sexual aspect as like it's something so horrible and so, quote unquote bad. Now there's a difference between just abstaining because you feel like that's what you should do. But then again, like it's the intent, like am I abstaining because I just intend to abstain because I feel that's what's best? Or am I abstaining because sex is bad? You know what I'm saying? Like, because again, what, like, a lot of what our stuff is trying to show us too is that also we may be labeling something again because that's all shadow work is. Your shadow was created through, all right, I'm gonna call this part desired behavior and this part undesired behavior. So again, like that good and bad, and once that good and bad creates a split, like, all right, this is the good part of me, this is the bad part of me. And imagine if you walk around with that mind frame, you know, what type of reality that will create externally for you, you know? Real, just simply put, you know, because that's another thing too. The messages are meant to be delivered in a manner that that are digestible. you know. But again, yes, what we focus on grows, but then also what we neglect about ourselves also grows because it's sitting there like like what the fuck? Like, hey, like I'm here and I'm gonna show you that I'm here as much as you would like to think and wishfully think that I'm not here. Hi, and then and just like Tupac say, in that little interview where it was like, first the people come to you singing like, "Hey, we would like some food," and like, "Hey, we would like some food," and then, "Hey, we want some food." And then I'm picking the lock and going through the door, you know what I'm saying? Like your shadow self gets that, will get the lock and pick it through the door, you know what I'm saying? Like the subconscious could try to, or that unconscious aspect of self that you're trying to keep unconscious could, get on that level. And, you know, I think that's where the trust in source and knowing like everything is in alignment, like you're gonna be taken care of, because again, like you're gonna have moments where you're gonna have to face fears that really do seem like it might, harm you in that moment or whatever because of how much again you treated it like it's something that bad or that horrible. You know, again, is pressure bad? You know what I'm saying? It makes a diamond. Is a diamond bad because pressure made it? You know? Again, that's like saying, oh, everybody's bad because they had to go through something to grow. You know, all trees ain't shit because they was fertilized as shit. So don't eat the fruit from it because, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, just bringing that perspective in full circle again. Solutions. Now's the vibe break. Not too far in the future, not too far in the past. Right now.